Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. So today I'm just doing a trying on some new makeup. Got a few new things that I wanted to share with you all, so that's what we'll be doing today. I'll of course will show you a demonstration of the products on my face and then share with you my final thoughts. Some of these will be first impressions. Some of these products I have tried once or twice, but just haven't shared them on my channel. And like I said, we'll just have a good old time putting some makeup on our face. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today and joining me in this little get ready with me. And if you are new, I would love for you to consider joining my Glam Girl squad and subscribing to my channel. And let's just get right into this video. So starting off, I have a new liquid illuminator. So this is the Luminous, the hydrating illuminator. And I actually did not film me putting this on, my mistake, but I will share with you what it looks like on the back of my hand. So from what I saw on the Luminous website and what made me want to get it was, this is a skincare type of primer-ish type of illuminator. Of course, it's Luminous, so they're going to have their miracle broth and everything that they create. They're also going to have skincare elements in their makeup as well. So this is what it looks like putting it on the back of my hand. I did put a lot. One full pump, which is what I put on the back of my hand, is definitely not needed. I used about a pea-size amount on my face today. And so it blends into the skin really, really nicely. And then as you can see, it just leaves a really, really beautiful glow on the face. So this glow that's on the back of my hand is exactly what it looks like on my face. And like I said, if you don't want that much, you don't have to have that much, but it feels really soft. I feel like because it's hydrating, it also kind of smooths out the skin, almost kind of plumps the skin a little bit. So I really, really enjoy this. I picked this up recently and I've already worn it multiple times. So that's what I put on as a base primerish product like today. And then for my foundation, I'm actually doing a foundation showdown comparing two full coverage foundations. So they're not new. And the video showing the comparison between the two went up yesterday, I want to say. So take a look at that. I'll link it if you would like to go and watch it. But I have on this side of my face Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 5-in-1, and then the Chanel Ultra Le Tint Flawless Foundation in the shade BD71. So if you want to see how these two compare and my thoughts on which one might be better for you, check that video out. Second new product is going to be a new concealer. So Wonder Beauty was so kind and they gifted me this is their Duelist Concealer. So it's a matte and an illuminating concealer. And what's kind of cute is that on one end of the concealer, you've got a almost lipstick looking like concealer. So the one that I have on today is in the shade Golden Tan, and the bullet form of the concealer has a more matte finish. Also, if you wanted to use this to spot conceal on your face, you're going to be able to do that a little easier. You're going to get a little bit more coverage using the matte side of it. But if you want a more illuminated look to your concealer, which is what I wanted for today, you go in with the liquid side. So you just twist this off and you get the same tone of the concealer. It's just a more hydrating formula. So you see, this is the more matte formula, and then this is the more illuminating formula. I think the illuminating formula has really nice coverage. I would say solid medium coverage. And I really like how it brightened up that lower lash line. They sent me two other shades that were too deep for me to wear for a concealer under my eyes, but I will go ahead and show them to you just so you can see comparisons should you be interested in them. So here is what shade Rich looks like. This is the matte side and this is the illuminated side. And then lastly, I have Rich Tan. So matte side and illuminating side. So this is the first time that I'm wearing this particular concealer for the most part all day. I've had this concealer on, I would say I've had it on for a minimum of 6 hours, and I think it looks really nice on the skin. It definitely is a concealer that you will want to set in terms of the illuminating side. I have not tried the matte side, so I will report back on that one. But the illuminating side of the concealer, I did notice that it did crease a little bit after having it on without powder. So you are gonna wanna go in and set it, but I mean, I don't think that's anything to hold against it. Most concealers you do need to set so it won't crease. But I will say after, like I said, having this on for about 6 or so hours, it looks pretty nice. So this is still a first impression. I will report back with you with my final thoughts after wearing it, you know, multiple times and with different foundations and so forth. But so far, I really do like this. Now we're gonna move on to bronzer. So I have to thank a special friend of mine who was so kind, and they sent me these bronzers from Makeup by Mario. So thank you so much. You know who you are, and I'm really appreciative of your generosity. So I have 2 of the Sculpting bronzer sticks. The shade that I put on today is dark, and what I think is really great about this formula is that these shades definitely look deep, and I do think they also can be built up to be the color that you see on the stick. So here is the shade dark, which is what I used today, and this is a swatch of dark. So when I initially saw these, I was like, this is gonna be way too like deep on my complexion for me to blend it out and it actually looked good against my skin. But I was wrong. I did not use a lot, as you saw. I did not use a lot, blended it out. It blends pretty nicely. It doesn't blend the easiest that I've tried of bronzer sticks, but it definitely is not like a very tough, hard to blend formula. So this is the shade Dark Deep, and I actually can wear this one too. It definitely, of course, shows up a little deeper and richer against my complexion. So like I said, I go on with a lighter hand and I can make it work. I prefer dark, which is what I use today. This is Dark Deep and this is dark. I do like the intensity and the richness of these 2 shades. And I also like that they are contouring sticks, but they're not too cool toned. They're, I think they're both very neutral, and I like that in these particular contour bronzer sticks. So I wanted to top that with the powder bronzer. So this is the Soft Sculpt bronzer in the shade Dark. I really like this. I really like the formula. It feels really nice and soft in the pan and to the touch. And then here we go, swatch it right here. I really, really love this shade of bronzer. I really like this tone of bronzer. It's a really nice brown type of bronzer that I think has like a hue of red to it, but it's not too red. And I think it really looks nice against the skin, especially for the summertime when most of us are gonna be out getting a little bit more sun. I think this bronzer is really, really nice. So I really actually was shocked at the formulation and in terms of how smooth it was. So really happy to have those products. I feel like I will reach for the powder bronzer more than I will reach for the contour sticks. For blush, Wander Beauty, once again, was really kind. They sent over their Double Date Lip and Cheek products. So I have 2 new shades. Now, the concealers are available now for you to purchase from the Wander Beauty website. The 2 new shades of their lip and cheek products are not going to be available until July. I'll still provide the link down below so that if you are watching this in July, you want to purchase it, you can access it. So I first put down the shade Honeymoon. So if you've never seen these lip and cheek duos, you've got your colored product here, and this is a cream product, really, really pretty, very emollient, looks like gloss on the skin. And I'll show you all after I finish applying these blushes how beautiful and like glossy they look on the cheeks. But this shade right here is Honeymoon. And then at the bottom, there is a clear product. So when I do use this, I use this for my lips, and then I use the pigmented portion for my cheeks. You can, however, use the pigmented portion on your lips as well. You can use it for either, and I have, and it looks really pretty, especially if you want to go for like a more monochromatic look. The other shade that I added was this shade called Be Mine. This is so pretty. A little bit goes a long way. So as you see in the demonstration, I just tapped a little bit onto my cheeks because I didn't want to add too much. But last night I was just kind of playing in makeup, and I put this shade all over the cheeks and just like went there with it, and I was like, oh, I'm here for this. I love how emollient these cream blushes are. Even if you do apply too much to the face, they blend very nicely, very easily into the skin. So even though this shade might seem a little intense right here, you can sheer it out if you want to, or you can build it up just by applying more to it. You can blend these out with your fingers, or my preference is to use a brush because I just like using brushes to blend out my products on my face. But these are really pretty products, and I love the colors that they came out with. So like I said, these two blush shades are going to be available in July, but they have other blush shades if you like this formula that are available on their website now for you to purchase. Next was highlights. So I love Range Beauty. If you've been with me for a while, I used to talk about them all the time. They are a Black-owned, female-owned company who wanted to create makeup products for people who have sensitive skin, people who might have eczema or things like that. They really wanted to formulate products that will not irritate and agitate sensitive skin, acne-prone skin, eczema-prone skin, and of course, if you don't have any of those issues, these products are gonna work for you as well. So I picked up another one of their Golden Hour Dual Eye and highlighters in the shade Sun Kiss. So that is the highlight that I have on today, and is she not gorgeous? So this product, you can purchase it at Target online, or you can purchase it from their website. It's only $9.99, very affordable product. Here is a swatch of the shade Sun Kiss, and this is just beautiful. I love these highlighters because the formula is literally so smooth. It's a powder, but it's so smooth, and even though the highlighter might look like it has a reflectiveness to it, almost like a metallic look to it, it is so smooth. You feel no chunks, no particles or anything. It glides onto the skin. And what I did after I applied it with my brush, I went back in with my foundation brush and just blended it further into the skin, and it really meshes well into your skin. I love these. So I wanted to pick up another one. I really like those highlighters, and you can use them on your eye or you can use them as a highlighter. There is one or two shades that's even deeper than this that just looks amazing against chocolate skin. So I love Range Beauty. I pretty much have every product that they've ever made, and I truly enjoy them. And so when I saw this particular shade on their website, no, it was on their Instagram page, I was like, let me go ahead and pick that one up. So that's that. And then onto the eyes. So I was introduced to a new brand called What's Up Beauty. They reached out to me and said, hey, we'd love to send you some of our products. You don't have to share them. We just want you to try them. And I said, amazing. I will gladly try them. And so far, I really like the products that they sent. So they sent me some nail polishes, which I have not tried the nail polishes yet, but there are nail polishes that they sell. What's on my eyes is this eyeshadow palette. So what's on my eyes is the Desert Monsoon eyeshadow palette, and it's a really pretty palette. I really like the colors in this. It reminds me of summer. It also is or was created to be reminiscent of the desert in Arizona, if I remember correctly. They wanted to capture what the weather looks like during a rainstorm, and I think this is just really, really pretty. So I started off by going in with this shade Temptish right here, and I forgot to mention this. They also sell Fude brushes. So these are Japanese-based brushes that are composed of goat hair. I'm sorry, they're all dirty because I have used all of them, and I really, really enjoy these brushes. They remind me of Rephr brushes. If you've ever tried Rephr brushes, I would say these are about on par with those, and y'all know I love me my Rephr brushes. Very easy to use. They blend the product well. Some of you have even asked me in previous videos what brushes I'm using because they have a unique shape. So just to kind of give you an overview of it, the R101 brush is by far, it has quickly become one of my favorite brushes. I love how detailed it is and how small it is, but the tip and the tapered shape of it really lets me get into the lower lash line and do detailed work, or if I want to do detailed work in the crease, love it. Then we have the R103 brush. This is another one that I tend to reach for on a consistent basis now because I love how the brush goes to a tip, but I can literally use the tip of the brush if I want to actually blend product, and the brush hairs don't like fan out. So what I'm saying is I'm literally tapping on the tip of this brush, and you can see that these brush hairs aren't really moving out and like fanning out like that. I love it. Then we have the R106 brush. This is just a beautiful standard flat shader brush. Picks up product really nicely and applies it really nicely to the lid. And then we have the R102 brush, which is just more so, if I can say, your traditional, a little more detailed blender brush. And then lastly, we have a longer haired flat shader brush. This is the R105 brush. So you can buy this in a bundle. I want to say it's on sale now for $119, or you can buy them individually. So I use these brushes today, obviously with the palette, because why not? So like I said, started off with this pink shade called Tempest. This is a matte shade. Blended that into the crease. This shade blended pretty nicely. Wasn't hard to blend out. It doesn't have the most pigment to it, so I was able to build it up to my liking, and I was happy with that. Then I went in with this shade called Cannon right here. Wanted to really apply that into the crease, but I didn't want to make the crease too dark, and so I really liked the control that I had with that matte shade. Once again, blended pretty nicely, and I was able to get the look that I wanted. The shimmers, in my opinion, are the stars of the show. So I went in first with Succulent, this beautiful purple shade, right here, and put that all over the lid. And then I kind of wanted to be like a little different, like I wanted to just be a little different. I think I went in with Cactus next, and if I'm going out of order, y'all can see it in the demo. I think I went in with Cactus and I applied it like right here. Like I just kind of wanted to do a little something different. And then I think I went in with Humidity right here and applied that in the inner corner or the inner portion of the lid. I added Desert Rose right here to the inner corner of the eye and the lower lash line. And then Downpour, ooh, I put this all over the lid, just kind of playing around with the palette. Beautiful. But I put that right along here, and then I went back in with Cannon for the outer portion of the lower lash line, and then blended the entire lower lash line with this matte shade called Dust Storm. And like I said, I'm pretty happy with this palette. I was just like, okay, this palette was really nice. And like I said, I really like the shimmers in this palette, and I love how my eye look came out. I was like, I asked Sean, I said, what do you think about eye look? And he was like, I think it looks nice. I was like, I don't know if I use too many colors. Did I use too many colors? He was like, you're making a video. And I was like, point taken. But I actually really like this eye look. It's different for me. I did, in my opinion, use a lot of colors, but I think it all came together. In terms of lashes, I have on the Ardell Naked Demi Wispy lashes. Love the Ardell Demi Wispies. They're like some of my favorite lashes. And then for the lips, and then we're done. For the lips, I went in with the Chantecaille. This is the Lip Tint Hydrating Balm, and this is in the shade called Calendula. So these lip tints are, number one, very hydrating. I like that they have like a nice little tint to them. So that's a swatch of what I have on my lips. And I know for me, sometimes if I have a bold eye look, I want a bold lip, and I'm not ashamed, I'm not afraid. Like I want to go bold on the eyes and bold on the lips. Other times I want to go bold on the eyes with a very neutral, just don't pay attention to me lip. There's other times though where I want color on the lips, but I also don't want to take away from the eyes. And that's when a product like these Chantecaille lip tints come in handy, because I have a color on the lips. It's this beautiful reddish, orangish type look to the lips, but because it's sheer and it's also a balm formula, it is not so bold to where it's just too much going on the face. However, I'm not just nude and flat and kind of boring on the lips either. So I really, really love these lip tints. They sent me a few of them, and I'm very thankful for them. And I really, really like this color. I like I said, I really like For summer times, I love like orangey reds and things like that. So I love the way that this looks on the lips, but I also like how it doesn't take away from the eye look, but it also pairs really nicely with the overall look. So guys, those are the new products from today. All in all, I really enjoyed everything that I used today. And so far, I recommend everything. I did finish off the face with the Dior No Powder powder. I just dusted that all over my face just to kind of set everything. And I have this in the shade 3 in. And then to set my T-zone, I used my favorite Kosas Cloud Set powder in the shade Pillowy. Didn't show those in the video because they're not new. But guys, that is it. I really hope that you like this video, just sharing with you some new products that I've received and that I actually really enjoy. Let me know your thoughts on the look that I've created. Let me know some new products that you've picked up that you are really enjoying, or let me know some products that you're interested in me reviewing for you, because there's a couple of new launches that are coming out. And I don't want to review anything that you guys are not interested in, or at the very least, I'm not interested in. So leave that all in the comment section below. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, definitely go ahead and consider subscribing. I'd love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.